I'm gonna make a sandwich for Lee, and the way I'm gonna do it is I will take 2 pieces of white toast, which I have covered in melted butter on a pan, and then turn the white toast in the pan, and then added some lemon to it. This is the one I added just to get some sour flavor in it. So I will be making my own, not Miracle Whip, but something similar to it. So what I will do, I will take my mayo, could be of any sort, any product you got, just as long as it's mayo, and I will take it into this bowl. Just pour quite a bit in it. Now I will take my seasonings, and I mostly go for mixed pepper seasonings, but I also have some chili because I like it a bit spicy. So what I will do next is I will pour down some seasoning. If this one actually worked. There you go. And I'll take my other pepper. This is more like a pepper mix for barbecue use or something. And of course, remember, I'll just do. I think you can see me now. Of course, remember, we are using sharp tools, so of course safety first. I'll take my chili, pour some into that. Oh, maybe a bit too much, let's see. And you should have something looking like this. And just stir it around. Smells beautiful. So now you got the perfect cream for your sandwich. So first off, I have taken the 2 pieces. One side is actually more toasted than the other. So I would take the toasted side, which is actually turned a bit black. That will be your outside piece. So go ahead, just put some on it, some of your homemade cream, and do that to both pieces. There you go. Put the bowl on the table and just step back a little while. Just take a vape to what you just created. Alright, next I'm gonna make a ham sandwich, so of course you are gonna need ham. This one is just from my local supplier, and I think every kind of ham could be used. Then we're going to be using a normal toast cheese, I think. I don't know which kind of cheese flavor it is, but it's just normal cheese I'm using for when I make French toast here at home. So that's also what we're gonna need. And today I'm gonna be using cucumber. I was actually hoping I had tomatoes because I think that does it better with it, but yeah, I have to work with what I got. So just cut off the tip of it so it's a fresh piece. And I was hoping we had some iceberg salad, but that wasn't the case. So instead I'm gonna be using spinach today, which I'm quite excited about. I haven't tried that one, but let's see how it goes. I think that improvised food often tastes better because you get to try new things off. Right, so you will take a cucumber and just cut it into thin pieces. And do like so. So it's like this thin or thick, whatever you want to call it. Take a piece of ham. Put on the one piece. And put on your cucumber. take your cheese on top of the cucumbers and the ham. Now what I would like to do is actually heat up the cheese so it kind of melts. So I'm just been using my normal torch, which I normally would use for mesh builds. So just give it a quick go. Just move your torch over the cheese so it doesn't get burned, but slowly melt instead. I know it's a slow method, but you gotta work with it, what you have, and yeah. But I think it'll work. And hopefully you will enjoy it, Lee. And you will slowly see the cheese melting on top of the cucumber, so it starts to shape after the cucumbers that's underneath it. And that's what you are looking for. There you go. And as you can see, the cheese has... Let's skip that part and just start over again. As I was saying, take your cheese, melt it up. I'm just gonna do a quick one now. Don't want to leave you guys hanging here for longer than necessary. So you gotta melt up the cheese, but of course you wouldn't go and directly burn it. So that would just give a bad taste to it, I think. Of course, you can also just, if you're into not into doing this method, you can also just take your toaster and put the sandwich together and just put it in the toaster for like 2 minutes or something. That should do exactly the same trick. But this way you don't heat up the cucumber and the ham. So. And that should do it. Hopefully you saw what I was meaning before I dropped the piece before. And then I will be taking my spinach. You gotta have some green in it. There you go. That should do it. I think maybe iceberg salad would be better. But at least you will be like Popeye, so. Take on your spinach and just tip off with some citrus. There you go. That should do it. And if you want to, you can also put some more of your topping on it. And for the last bit, you will do this. Just slowly take off excessive pieces and just give it a squeeze and cut it together. And there you go. Nice homemade sandwich. Let's have a taste. It's not bad. So guys, that was all for me today. Hope you enjoyed. It's actually quite good. And yeah, Only thing one left thing to say is, what I'm trying to say is, only thing there's one thing left to say, and that would be, stay safe, because safety is everything.